they're really not that good. In fact, they're really not that inspiring. And the Jujus in the video games are really inspiring, but here, really not. Absolutely not. One is about a Juju who just boxes, who just does boxing, and that's it. There's Love Juju, seriously, that's her design. A mermaid design. Oh my god. Anyway, all she ever does is just make love and that's it. There's nothing to this character. This Juju is so bland. And let's get into the last Juju. Judge Juju. Seriously, Moon Juju wasn't good enough? You have to pick this character? Oh my god, I really hate this character. Why? His character design is so pathetic. No offense, but he's basically a character out of corn. Seriously, you have to make a character who is made out of corn and not Moon Juju? Man. And not only that, his appearances in the show is just stupid. Like, he punishes Tag for selling Chief's earwax because he was selling it. And there was an episode where he has a relationship between Chabopa. I'm not kidding. That's really how bad this character is. But he's my second worst character. Why? Because my first character is Treyarch. Now in the first and second game, Treyarch is the main antagonist in those games. In fact, he's kind of intimidating and very one of the best villains that Nick ever made, even though that he wasn't a Nicktoon by then. But in the TV show, oh my god, I swear, they made him completely the opposite. He's more goofy and more happy to himself that he thinks that he made really great Juju than Chipoba. Oh my god, he really isn't much of a villain at all in the show. Seriously, this character is so out of character that he is so hateable. Even for one episode that he appears, it just doesn't work. Even at the end of the episode where he gets a punishment, it just doesn't work. I seriously can't take this character serious anymore. The characters in this cartoon, I can't take anything serious anymore. I really don't. Because they're out of character. The new characters don't do anything special, and the old characters are so badly developed. Seriously, this show is so bad by most fans because of the development of the characters. For someone who played the video games and know about the video games as a whole, should know that these characters shouldn't be like this. It really isn't. That's why fans really hate this show, because of the characters and the poor stories that this show has done. I know I haven't gotten a lot of episodes soon, but I'll get to them later. The episode that I'm going to be looking at is that Tag made a clone of himself. Why? Because he was too lazy to grab that jar by him on the table. I'm not kidding. They really made him that lazy. Seriously, I mean, if it was a jar in the shelves, it would be understandable, but seriously, this is taking it way too far. And most of this episode just contains of Tag trying to get rid of his older self and wants him to get the attention again, but apparently he doesn't. Well, I don't blame them, in fact, that the fact that the writers make him a complete idiot in the show. Oh, man. And the reason why the other Tag got away from the Pupanua village is because he lied. Seriously? Lying? I know that lying isn't a good way to describe it, but seriously! That's how the episode ends. The episode ends with the other Tag going away and the original Tag getting back to where he was. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get into the 40-minute movie, which is Destiny Shesmisty. To be quite honest, this isn't really close to Tag. I mean, it's better than any other episodes, but it really isn't that good. Why? Because this actually started off the entire TV series. Then why is this the first episode? Like, seriously. I mean, Woodfest is a decent episode, but why isn't this the very first episode to start off the show? Seriously, the time slots in the show is just bad. Really bad. I can't even explain anything to. I just got nothing to say except that the time slots that Nick made is just bad. Anyway, most of this episode is that the three main cast get into the Juju realm, and I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. The Juju realm is really not that impressive. In the video games, it was really great and really ancient ruin stuff, but here, it really isn't. It's colorful, but it's uninspiring. And let me get into another big problem of this show. The Jujus are really useless in the show. You see, in the video games, the Jujus help Tak to guide them on this quest, but here, they're really useless. And they don't appeal at all. And the fact that not every single Juju has making a return makes me really depressed. I really don't like the new characters. They're really boring. They're really poorly executed. Anyway, let's get back to the movie. Now, I will give it credit that it shows how Tak became a baby and became what he is right now. But it's really not that interesting considering the fact that they made him a complete dysfunctional idiot in this show. There's also singing in this special. I'm not kidding. That was a double face palm. I really can't. I don't know what to say about this show anymore. I really don't. The only good thing I could say about this is that Dog Juju is also the main villain of the Great Juju Challenge. However, his character here isn't really that good. I got nothing to say except that this character is just weaker than what he was in the third game. I know I'm not getting into any detail at all, but if you played the games, you'll probably understand. In the video games, Dog Juju wants to be with Moon Juju because he loves her, but Moon Juju obviously doesn't love him, and he wants to destroy the Poopa Noodle village. Oh, that's why I like this character better than the one in the special. In the special, however, he is just poorly executed, and the fact that we never see Moon Juju in the TV show makes his appearance way more questionable than ever. Even when the other Jujus try to help Tak, I still can't relate to these characters at all. And most of the special is just contains of Tak doesn't know how to deal with Juju and doesn't know how to use Juju. It's kind of like in the first game. In fact, the people who talked about this show, they say that this version of Tak is kind of similar to the Tak in the first game on a maturity level. However, the problem with that is they took it way too far. I literally got nothing else to say. I mean, I know I'm not explaining a lot on topic here, but these characters are so forgettable and so poorly written and sometimes hateable. Seriously, even at the ending of the special, when Tak kind of saves the day, isn't really interesting at all. It just isn't really satisfying at all. Because after this, the show stopped. This special was released in 2009, and then about a few episodes later, the show got cancelled. I'll get to that later. This special was just, it's better than any of the other episodes, but that's not saying much. Let's talk about 2 more episodes. Most of these episodes just contains of Tak being a stupid idiot and everyone not agreeing on him. I seriously cannot agree with any of this, even though this can't be true, but it just doesn't. This show is so horrid. I really hate it. It's not like what it was in the video games. The reason why the video games work, I completely iterate this a lot. But that's the truth. The original games are better than this. They make everyone completely stupid when Tech wears a disguise, which isn't really much of a disguise. Ugh. Oh my god. I can't even talk about a lot in this show. I mean, I'm trying to find material, but I got nothing. And don't get me started on the Lost Boys, because in that, when Tak and Kiko secretly died, everyone made a funeral to them, and not only that, Tak and Kiko were laying right by them, and they completely ignore that. Seriously. Where do I even begin with this? Seriously. Oh my god, seriously. I know I keep saying seriously a lot, but nothing in the show is being taken seriously. This is the complete opposite. Seriously, throughout this entire episode, Tak and Kliko are completely miserable because they're mistaken of death, and when they try to do something out of the whack to get the Poopa Noodle's attention, no one reacts to that. I'm not kidding. No one ever reacts to that, even with noise. At the end of the episode, well, it's just apparently all of a plan that they want to make fours in front of Tak and Kliko. You know, that would have worked if you actually hear them. Man, I'm really getting tired of watching this. A lot. In the final episode of the show, Tak's monster, Tak has been having nightmares, and so he uses a spell on himself that apparently the monster will go away, but apparently when he falls asleep, he appears, and that design is just poorly designed. Oh my god. These aren't Jujus. They're just random characters. Anyway, the ending of this episode just contains of Tak unintentionally make Juju powers on Jira, which means that Jira is now a frog. And that's how the entire series ends. I'm depressed and tired. Depressed of how the show had to end, and depressed of how the franchise had to end. Nothing in the show is a Poopa Noodle or Juju. It's the opposite. Look, I know that Nickelodeon wants to make an adaptation, but they not only make a ripoff of another Nicktoon, but a very horrid show. And you know what's the worst part about this whole thing? The absolute worst thing about it?